This is Will Davis with the Monroe County Reporter. Here are some of the top stories in this week's newspaper. Monroe County students and teachers will no longer have to wear masks for the first time since January. The Monroe County School Board met on Tuesday night and approved relaxing the mandate. Find out who voted for it, who voted against it, and what the reasons were in this week's Reporter. A Forsyth man faces charges of growing marijuana after the FBI raided his home on Friday. Josh Smith lives on Newton Street with his wife Victoria. The FBI came unannounced for a search warrant, to execute a search warrant. They found lots of evidence and carried it off, according to neighbors. And now, on Monday, Mr. Smith was charged with growing marijuana, but Sheriff Brad Freeman tells the Reporter he's got bigger problems than that. What those problems are, the FBI is not telling us. The federal agency, the dark hole of information, will only say that it executed a court-appointed or court-approved search warrant. We'll follow it at the Reporter, find out more details in this week's Reporter. Well, the entire country is dealing with a gas shortage this week, and Monroe County is not immune. Our reporter Steve Reese talked to some local folks, some local gas station owners about the situation. Find out more details on how Monroe County is grappling with the shutdown of the Colonial pipeline in this week's newspaper. Monroe County Commissioners have approved relaxing some of the rules on that slaughterhouse on Highway 42 Mid-South Packing. The owner, Joseph Egloff, went before the commissioners last week. Find out how they relaxed some of the restrictions that were on him, who supported it, and who was against it. It got pretty tense in an hour and 45-minute discussion. Find out more details in this week's Reporter.
I'm Seth Berkebile, and this is your Monroe County Reporter Incident of the Week. Unruly woman loses wig during confrontation. A woman told Officer Shanita Bell at the Monroe County Hospital at 2 a.m. on May 3rd that a man on Sharp Avenue called her to come to his house to retrieve some drugs. When she came in, she said the man was angry and began attacking her and pulled her wig off. When the officer went to the man's house, he explained to them that she broke into his house using a knife to open the door and then began running at him very angrily. He pushed her away to defend himself. He said that anytime the woman shows up at his house, she is intoxicated or on Xanax pills. The officers advised the man what to do if the woman returned or continued harassing him. Cold fries cause a ruckus at the DQ. A woman was upset after being served cold French fries at the Dairy Queen on May 6th. The employee of the Dairy Queen told Officer Cody Maples that the woman became irate and told him that the French fries were bad even though they had just recently been cooked. She asked for her money back and then began yelling vulgar names at the employee. The officer told the woman, after she had stated that she wanted to file a complaint with DQ headquarters, that this was a civil matter.
told you you're the best thing I ever saw.
All right, it's time for our Newsmaker of the Week segment. And this week we have the pleasure of hosting our newsmaker, Greg Head, a member of the Monroe County School Board and the Development Authority, and owner of Head Heating and Air. Greg, good to have you.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Y'all made some news last night. The Monroe County School Board relaxed the mask restriction that's been in place since January. How did that come about, and what should parents know?
Well, parents, first of all, know that they can send their kids to school without a mask, first of all. Of course, if parents want to have their kids in a mask, I mean, that's their choice. And that's the thing for me. From the very start of this situation is I just really feel that freedom of choice is important. It's a liberty that we get to enjoy in this country, and I think it should not be taken away at any given time. That's something that's very important. So when a government entity decides to pull that away from the people, I really don't like that. Of course, my kids got up in the morning and said, do we have to wear a mask? I said, no, actually you don't. So you can go to school without a mask. Just be courteous and respectful of others, and that's where we're at. So
Good. Well, it was started immediately on the recommendation of Superintendent Mike Hickman. Now, the vote was 5-2. One of the school board members, doesn't matter who, but one of them said, hey, CDC says we still have to wear a mask. How did you respond to that?
CDC gets their guidelines from a group of people. That's like I say, everybody's got opinions when it comes to this. They really do. There's scientists that are on one side, and there's scientists that are on another side. There's evidence on both things a lot of times, but like I say, for me, it's if you want to do it, great, do it. Those that don't want to participate, then don't. Just be respectful of others and go from there. Like I say, the superintendent, I think, saw that the numbers were going down in the county, which is a great thing. A lot less people getting the flu and being sick. So that kind of helped drive this home, is where we can alleviate this mask mandate from the school and the students and the staff.
Well, it's been over a year since we've been living with COVID-19, which, by the way, COVID-19, this is 2021, is actually 2 years, it seems like.
Yeah, 2 years.
But do you ever foresee a day where schools again require masks?
Oh, Lord, I hope not. I would, if it's got to be something that's really detrimental, in my opinion, but I don't see that, because if you have the option of being home, doing your school from home, and being spaced out, I think that's a better option than forcing someone against their will to relinquish one of their liberties. So,
well, I know you've been advocating for the freedom, the right of students not to wear masks for a long time, so you must feel a little bit of vindication after the vote last night.
Yeah, I did leave with a smile. Sometimes I think of, it feels good with a win, sort of like a ball game. Son's on the baseball game and baseball team, and yeah, it's nice to have a win, but then again, like I say, the school board, we do work together most of the time and hammer our details out, and it works out in the end. So,
all right, anything? School year is coming to an end. A new school year comes in August. Anything else that you want your constituents or the parents of Monroe County to know about their school system?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, we've got a great school system. There's no doubt about that. We've got some great teachers and staff that work hard at delivering good curriculum to the students. As with anything, there's always room for improvement. And, I would like to say to our voters and constituents that, we're the ones that you want to hold accountable. If we're not doing what you need us to do, then, let us know. Call us and let us know. One thing I really wish more residents would do is take part in the school board actions and keep up with it. And like I say, hold us accountable. That's what the elected official is there to do, is to serve you. If we're not there to serve you, then we're there for the wrong reasons.
All right, good message. Get involved with your community and your school system, especially if you've got kids over there. Greg, thanks for joining us and being our newsmaker of the week.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much.
Monroe County's #1 real estate company, The Brokery, now offers the full gamut of real estate services. The Brokery has long been a top seller and lister of homes, land, and real estate, and now they can do it all, no matter what you need. Renovations to prepare for a sale, the best mortgage rates from Prime Point Mortgage, listing and brokerage services to move property, all under one roof. From the real estate professionals at The Brokery, go to their website or find them right here in Forsyth on 30 East Johnston Street.
Good afternoon. This is Tammy Rafferzeter coming to you again from the Monroe County Reporter Studios with your weekly classifieds. Today we have help wanted in the classifieds, experienced carpenters, sawmen, and laborers. Drug testing is required, profanity is prohibited. 478-297-1597. Next in the classifieds this week, we have a local cattle farmer who's offering local grain-fed beef by the whole cow, half cow, or quarter. Call Benny at 478-993-8807. And finally this week, we have the annual River Forest Yard Sale. It's the multifamily yard sale this Saturday, May 15th from 8 a.m. to noon in the parking lot next to the gates at River Forest on Johnsonville Road. Read these and many, many more classifieds, including tons of help wanted ads. If you're not working, you're not looking. Y'all have a great week from the Monroe County Reporter Classifieds.
Okay, Monroe County, the COVID panic has passed, and it's time to go to work. The Bible says if a man should not work, neither should he eat. And the good news is there are lots of great opportunities. Consider these businesses now hiring in our community. Zaxby's named one of the best employers by Forbes magazine. The Department of Corrections, headquartered right here in Forsyth, is a great place to launch your career. They have a great starting salary and benefits. Try these and more. Get to work, get busy. A community is only as good as the work ethic of its people.
This is Diane Gladwell with the Monroe County Reporter. I want to tell you about one of the featured articles we have this week. It's the opening of something of a hidden gem up in the northern part of Monroe County, the Rancho Paso Lindo, where they breed Spanish horses, which dance and prance and are just beautiful animals. And there were like about 2,000 people to celebrate the opening of this ranch this weekend, which is operated by Lorenzo Tafala. And please read more about it in the Monroe County Reporter.
Mike Jones here with Ken's. It's tax season 2021 and we make your tax check stretch. Middle Georgia's only in-store service plus the best brands in the business and 10, 20, and 30% off and free installation on all car stereo. Come see us at Ken's in Macon and one of our offices.
A Decatur man who is out on bond for murder charges was stopped for going 103 miles per hour on Tuesday. He is accused of murdering a man in Washington, D.C. He was somehow out on bond. His name is Dijon Williams. He was pulled over by Deputy Jaleel Brown on I-75 North on Tuesday going 103. His female passenger had water all over herself, said she had broken her water and was about to have a baby. They called EMTs to the scene, but in fact, she was not about to have a baby. Deputy said she poured the water on herself, found a water bottle under her seat, and noted that she had passed several hospitals on her way to supposedly Emory Hospital to have this baby. She wouldn't say how many months pregnant she was. Mr. Williams was charged with speeding and violating his probation, taken to jail. Find out more details in the Reporter. A Monroe County man faces DUI charges after he was found with a bloody forehead next to his ATV on Highway 42. His name is Wyman Travis, and Deputy Dustin Ramsey was called to the scene and asked the man if he had been involved in drinking or drugs, and he said it was them bang bang whoop. So Mr. Ramsey interacted with him a little further. He got aggressive with the EMTs who also responded to the scene. When he asked who Ramsey was, he said he was a cop. That's when, according to the report, Mr. Wyman pulled up his pants and was ready to go in a defensive stance. He finally was taken to Monroe County Hospital for treatment, and he was charged with DUI. Find out more details in this week's Reporter. Lots of sports in this week's Reporter. The Mary Persons track team has 7 out of 12 boys make the state meet. Several girls as well. Also find out about the Mary Persons baseball team. They capped a very successful season and set a lot of records for wins and triples and other things, but they ran into a tough situation in Harlem. Find out details on that and much more in this week's Reporter.
Welcome to Baby's Daddy's Kitchen, and we're cooking with Corona. In the pandemic, we need vitamins to fight off the virus. And what better way to get vitamins? Through fruit. What better way to get fruit? Through Fruit Loops. get you a little bit of the strawberry banana milk, fruits in it, and you throw in a little banana, and there you go. And not only is it good and rich in vitamins, it's also diversified.